What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Young Graphics back with another reaction. Today we have It's Complicated, Gentlemen and Gender Roles. So we're gonna dive right into it. All my reactions are live. So that means this is my first time watching it, so you can watch it with me and my Twitch people. So we're gonna hop straight into it.
Modern day dating can be tricky because you have a bunch of different opinions going on in one generation. You have strong opinionated women, you have strong opinionated men, you have some people who were raised in single family households, some people that were necessarily raised in a family household, some people who were raised in foster homes, some people who have different opinions with dating, whether it be gender, whether it be how dating should be, whether it's polygamy, whether it's being single, whether it's being in a relationship. Everyone's opinion is so different, so it makes dating in this generation very complicated.
Do you think men are socialized to be gentlemen?
You mean like, what do you mean?
Like are they like, obviously when we talk about like gender roles and stuff, right? Do you think men are raised to be gentlemen?
I think they are, yeah.
Okay. Do you think men are also raised to be protectors and providers for women?
Yes.
Do you think that some men go as far as putting women up?
You can't say socially, and then you can't say raised. Cause socially, yeah, but raised, it could depend on like the parents.
Yeah.
If all of those are true, why do you think that there are so many women who are angry at men? Aren't those all good qualities?
Because men suck.
How do they suck if they do all those good things that we just talked about?
Because they don't do enough.
So, how picky is too picky?
It depends on what you want, what your standards are.
Okay, where do standards come from?
Standards come from how you grow up.
Right, but I mean, if people will say, like, that's how I was raised, I mean, some people are raised to be racist, homophobic. I mean, can you blame how you grew up for having certain behavior? Or should you just, make your own decisions?
You should, you can blame part of it, but as you get older, you make your own decisions.
I feel a lot of men put women on pedestals, but only for their benefit sometimes.
Okay. If all of those things are true, why do you think that there are some women who are really angry at men? Aren't those all really good qualities?
Those are good qualities, but a lot of times men are not honest.
Bruh. Okay.
In your opinion, what are the characteristics of a gentleman?
I think a gentleman is somebody who definitely looks out for not even just his female friends, family, somebody who puts someone else before them and making sure that the people that he cares for is taken care of in any shape, form, or fashion.
God damn, his teeth look like tilted towers.
Do you think that men are socialized to be gentlemen?
I can't talk. I ain't gonna cap. My
Really
shit used to be like that at the bottom. I got that shit filed
I
down.
think you can learn to be a gentleman, but if you weren't raised with the type of foundation with a man and a female who taught you what it was when you walked into the house to take your hat off, to hold the door open for a female, to stand on the right side of the street when you walk in with a female. There's certain things that in the household are bestowed upon you. If you're not necessarily taught these things, it's not gonna dawn on you, but you can learn it.
I feel like their parents raise them to be a gentleman, but their friends teach them to be something else.
Okay, then why do you think that there are so many women who go after bad boys who don't act like gentlemen? Okay, all right. Do you think a man should sooner give up his seat on a bus for a young woman or for an elderly man with a cane?
No, Vante, no break.
Elderly man with a cane.
Wait, I didn't hear the question.
Should like gentlemen. Okay, all right. Do you think a man should sooner give up his seat on a bus for a young woman or for an elderly man with a cane?
Elderly man.
Maybe an elderly man with a cane.
Elderly man with a cane.
That's what most people say. So would you agree that chivalry is really more about just having good manners than specifically respecting women?
You hit it right on nose. Chivalry is not just about respecting women. It goes both ways. When we started the interview off and you asked me a question, I told you, you asked me what are qualities about a gentleman. I said this goes with how you treat people in general. You know, chivalry is this is how you treat people. You know, yeah, the younger person, but this younger person has more youth to them. This older man with a cane, he may not be able to stand up that long. Let's give this older man with the cane.
Can you think of any type of human interaction where the golden rule is not the best policy?
Ooh, respect.
The golden rule is just treat others the way you want to be treated, right?
Correct, but I would say, well, respect is a part of that, and I look at it, and I'm not seeing a lot of people respecting each other.
Sure. Okay. And respect. Me personally, I think respect starts with listening to people first and foremost. You know, and then trying to put yourself in someone else's shoes.
Correct.
Okay.
100%.
Do you think respect should be given or should it be earned?
Earned. Matter of
Given.
fact, I think that's a two-way street because I give you my respect immediately.
Right.
You can lose it in a split second.
Yeah.
If there was one thing you wish men understood better about women, what would that be?
That we like sex just as much as they do.
Okay. So if women like sex just as much as men do, why
Facts.
do they typically make a man work for it? Why does a man have to earn it?
Because we are internal creatures, so we can't just receive any body into our insides, if that makes sense.
Was there anything about your experiences with women just over the years that actually came as a surprise to you?
A lot of women in this generation don't like gentlemen. They don't like nice guys.
Wow. Okay. So what do you think they're like? Okay. Do you think that women tend to lust after bad boys but want to settle down with nice guys?
Correct.
Interesting. Okay.
100% correct.
Okay.
And they'll get the nice guy, they'll get the good guy that'll do everything for them, but they still got that itch.
Okay.
For the bad guy.
Do you think that there's a difference between what women say that they want in a relationship and what they actually respond to?
I think that's everybody.
Everybody. Okay.
I think that's men too. I think that's females. I think we all have the thing of opposites attract.
You do think opposites attract more than like minds?
I think it's a fair balance.
Yeah.
Do you think that
I think opposites attract, but like minds can click faster and click easy. That makes sense. With opposite, you gotta realize, y'all gonna be opposites, but you gonna realize, like, oh, yeah. Attracting.
religion and politics matter in relationships?
Oh, I don't know about politics. You can't ask me that.
No, I'm just asking if it matters. Do you think it matters?
Oh yeah, because I wouldn't be with someone that supports Trump. No offense.
Okay. So why do they always say don't discuss politics and religion on a first date when it pretty much makes
When
it
it matters,
a deal
yeah.
breaker, right?
Because maybe some people just want a one-night stand.
There you go. Okay.
But back to what I said last video, like if that's what you want, bro, you gotta lay that down on the table off rip. And if you the picky type, like you wouldn't be with a guy that's like this or like this, don't even waste time. Just while you getting to know him or whatever, while you getting to know him, pop that question in.
There are certain things that are deal breakers, right? If you don't think the same, like as far as politics and religion, that could be a deal breaker, right?
Correct. The number one cause of breakups and divorce is religion, politics, and
Money.
Money. Yeah.
What do you find more attractive? Somebody that is down to earth, or somebody that walks around and acts like they're all that?
Oh God, down to earth.
Okay, and for a lot of people, that's what most people say. But why do you think so many people walk around and act like they're all that when it's unattractive?
Because somebody told them they were all that.
Okay, interesting.
Big head.
Do you think that a woman's level of physical attractiveness affects her behavior and potential for status?
Behavior and potential for that. I think it affects our behavior, definitely.
50-50. I think that's a good question. That really is. For some females, it can be blinding. They can see something they like, and that's all. That's it. Oh, he's cute. That's it. He's fun.
Oh, for the dude.
Like, they don't care
Oh,
about nothing else. But then
I
you
thought
got
it was
these
for the.
females that's, all right, you look good.
I thought it was talking about the females themselves, like how they behave because of how they look.
What else can you provide? What are you doing? Like, it really does depend on that female. It's 50-50. It's a lot of females that's okay with it, and it's a lot of females that's gonna kick you to the curb.
And by the way, one quick last one related to that, right? Do you think it's true that women often find attractive men cute and romantic when an ugly one doing the exact same thing is creepy?
100%. Because I can walk up to a female. I don't feel like right now I need a haircut. I look crazy, but I could walk up to a female and just whisper in her ear and be like, "Yo, you got a fat ass," and she might just laugh. But let an ugly dude do that? it's a whole nother story.
Do you
Bruh.
think there's a difference between what
Not
women
with tilted
say that they
towers in
want
your
a
mouth.
relationship and what they actually
Yes.
respond?
Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me
Yes.
stop.
So how do you
Fuck
trust
it.
a woman's dating advice?
You can't.
You can't. Women are
never,
horse
she's
too.
Okay.
never
So then-
Men
normal.
and women.
So
It's-
here's the thing. There's a statement that says you don't. They say
They will.
right, but
They
they
will.
I know that nigga on that bike ain't say that. Nigga, keep security in.
statement that says you don't. They say
They will.
right, but
They
they.
will. You
Coming
know
from
it.
a woman.
But,
Coming from a woman,
but
we
they'll
lie.
often say you don't ask a fish how to catch fish. You ask a fisherman. So wouldn't a guy have a better understanding if he asked a guy who's successful with women
Yes.
rather than asking women?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
probably.
1,000,000%.
So why do so many women complain that guys don't like take their advice seriously when
I
they
don't.
don't even practice what they preach?
Mm.
Because
I
we
don't.
want men
You
to
have no
kneel
answer
to us.
'cause you
You
do
want
it.
men to what?
Kneel down to us.
Okay.
That's not right.
Okay.
That's not
Okay.
right.
Donald Trump, I'm out.
Let me ask you this. Do you
What was his
think
point of saying that shit? Look, she was highly irritated by that.
Let me ask you this.
Look,
Do you think that equality is possible when there's double standards?
There are a lot of
Yes.
double standards because men go out and have sex with anyone. They're
Yeah.
the king. But when women go out and have sex with
There
people,
will never
they're
be.
whores.
Right, but do you
We
know
will
why?
never be.
Do you know why that is?
Why?
It's because it's a lot harder to be a stud. To be a stud, you have to be
Oh yeah.
charming
so, but then
and,
again, at the
and
same
successful.
time,
To be
you
a slut, you
accept-
just have to show up.
Yeah, but listen to this. You accept what you can get. We pick who we want.
Is it-
That's the difference
okay,
between
that's
man
fine.
and a woman.
Isn't
That's
that an awfully
no
privileged
cap.
position to be in?
Not really.
To be
his
able to-
no. Yes, yes,
What
yes.
positions are you in? Do you have a period? Can you get pregnant?
That's biology, though.
But still, it's just part of it.
Okay.
That's like, but I mean,
It's
we're
complicated. I'll give
emotionally
you a card.
driven. Men are sexually driven. Do we pick
Okay.
that? No.
Do you think that being emotional should entitle anyone to sympathy or special
No.
treatment?
No,
So
I
do
can
women
never-
deserve
I
special
can
treatment just
never,
because they're
like-
emotional?
What?
Women are superior.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Much respect with everything. Like you need respect to like earn anything, get further than what? Yes.
We carry the babies of the world. Like, you think that they would show us a little more respect? God damn it.
Yes, we are the prized possession.
Okay, let me ask you this, right? If technology was able to create like artificial wombs and like, you know, incubators and things like that, would that make women less valuable because they're not
No, we're
no
still
longer
superior to men.
Okay. Well, don't women want equality or do they want
No,
superiority?
I want to be better than you.
The one in
See,
white
we
look
have
good.
The pussy power. That's what it all comes down to. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you don't really have to go out here. Like, if I wanted to sleep with somebody tonight, it could happen. I could definitely just.
Like, yeah, it's easier for
So do you think that
females
gives women an
than
advantage in dating or?
niggas.
I think so. I mean, a woman, if she's gonna give you some, she knows from the jump. It's
Okay, let me ask you this: who do you think regulates the sex in a relationship, the man or the woman?
a woman.
The woman, right? Yeah. You know what I ask people? What's the longest that a man's ever made you wait for sex?
Never.
Never. So here's what I don't understand: if women are the ones who typically regulate the sex in a relationship, why aren't women typically the ones who initiate the sex in a relationship?
I don't know.
Because of gender roles.
Oh, gender roles.
Okay.
No cap.
Do you think that gender roles are changing?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me why do gender roles even matter?
Well, I feel like, well, in some cases it does matter, but in some cases it doesn't. I think it depends on the person.
A woman has never started a war.
Well, actually,
When?
actually,
I'm just kidding.
When? What he do? A key that opens up any lock is a master key. A lock that opens up to any key is a shitty lock. That's facts.
I'm not that educated on that. Don't
Okay.
Wait,
Okay. Let me ask you this. Do you think it's true? Because there's some criticism I've gotten from some guys and stuff who've said that. Do you think that it's true that women tend to want equality when it's convenient, when it suits them, but they're happy to revert to traditional roles when it doesn't?
Yep.
I actually agree with that, low key. Yeah, no.
Yep.
It depends on the woman, absolutely. But like, yeah, absolutely. But like, I can see that. Like,
Right. Do you think that kind of discredits or some of the movement behind the equality because it's not really equal? That's kind of like double standards. It's kind of like having your cake and eating it too, right?
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know because like especially now today's age, like it takes two household like incomes to like run a household. And like I was raised like you cook and you do your husband's laundry, like you know that kind of stuff. But at the same time, like don't take advantage of it. Like I'm doing it because I love you and I like you're my husband. But like if there's not a ring on my finger, like don't fucking expect that. You know what I mean? There's a certain respect level that goes along with that.
What is the best compliment you've ever received?
That I have received, I have a beautiful soul. I kid you not, I was randomly sitting in the airport and a girl walked up to me. I didn't know her from a hole in the wall. She looked at me and said, "Excuse me, I just want to tell you that you have a beautiful soul." I was amazed. I didn't know where it came from, and she just walked off.
She just wanted to get in your pants, dude.
Hey, it worked. It would have worked. If she would have stayed, it might would have worked.
Okay, now here's the other thing, right? Okay, so I asked women why they don't typically approach men, right? And a lot of women say because, you know, they might be afraid of rejection, right?
Little
But
Spoon don't
when
work
it
for
comes
me
to
and
approaching
Bree.
men,
I
do you
feel
think
like a
she's more or
squirrel
less likely to
monkey on my back. Bro, y'all, let me tell you, this nigga Ken is like 6'1", I think, or 6'2", I think, or six. Yeah, I think he like 6'1" or 6'2". And Bree, how tall is Bree? Like Bree, like 5'5" maybe. I haven't seen her in a while, so I forgot how she looked. How she looked. But this man Ken is a giant, y'all. Bree is little. 5'3", 5'4". That's crazy.
she's a woman?
Let me tell you something. I love when a girl shoot her shot. For one, when she shoots her shot, it's even if I choose to reject you, right? I'm gonna make it known that I love your style, because I love when a female steps out of her box, out of her element. Because I don't think a lot of females take in consideration how hard it is for a man to approach a woman. So when they step out that box and they put their self into it, I just find it amazing.
Because it's funny.
Bro, you know what I found annoying back in school, bro? Back in school, like with both genders, like say, but especially females, cause it happened to me a lot. Like I hate when a female I don't even know, but I know her friend, right? Like say Trend, say I know Trend, right? We cool or whatever, and then one of her friends that I don't even talk to come up to me and be like, um, yeah, my friend Trend likes you, blah. And then another one of her friends that I don't know, like I hate that. Like I hate like when did that start? Like why did that start? Like just having your friend go tell someone you like that you like them for you, like that shit was so annoying, bro, in school, bro. That shit was so annoying in school. Reshire shot at me. That's why I'm married.
Because I ask a lot of women, and they actually feel like it's intimidating to a man.
They do.
Oh yeah, Jess, it definitely shouldn't happen now. We grown as adults now. You shouldn't be having somebody, you know what I'm saying, going to be like, hey, can you tell him I like it, like, bro.
Some guys do find it. Me personally, I don't. And a lot of people I hang with, they don't.
I actually think that's a myth. I think men actually love it, and women need to understand that men actually love it.
I've heard certain guys say like they don't want it. They rather be the chaser. Me personally, that's not.
When preparing for a special night out on the town, how much consideration do you give towards being on time?
Oh, I'm always late, so don't ask me that question.
You're always late?
I'm never on
Okay,
time.
if you were on a first date, you know, like a blind date, how long would you wait for a guy who was late?
I waited 10 minutes today.
Okay. But I'm just saying, like, wouldn't you expect the same courtesy that you'd be willing to give somebody else?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
yeah, that's why I waited.
Okay. But I'm saying, would you be mad if a guy left, you know, after 10 minutes? Would you expect him to wait longer? Because you said you're always late. Are you
No, I
at
would
least 10 minutes, or are you
definitely-
longer than that?
I mean, it depends on the day. Like,
Okay,
to be
okay.
real.
I'm just trying to find some consistency
No,
here
I
because,
take
like I
up-
said, you know,
that's what I'm
guys
saying.
are expected to be consistent and have commitment and all that other stuff.
Hey,
I
Spo.
think
know
it's
your
only
girl.
fair to expect the same thing.
I just feel like if a guy asks a girl on a date, then
Right.
they have to be there on time. It's different. I get it. It's
Right.
a little, you know, girls actually need time to get ready.
Wait, what happened to me a
Right.
couple
Guys
months
don't
ago?
take long to get ready.
Do women typically ask men out on dates?
I don't know. I'm gay.
Oh, okay.
I'm asking the wrong
Okay.
person.
Why do you think that there are so many women who seem to be obsessed with luxury and status?
I think that's a great question. I think that a lot of females are obsessed with luxury and status for the simple fact of a lot of females don't want to work. They don't want to put that in. Some females want to sit home. They want to be comfort. They want to deal with a man providing for them and providing a certain lifestyle. You do got certain females that don't want that, but it's a lot of.
Oh yeah, that did happen to me. Oh, it did happen to me. Like, that shit do happen now, Jess. That shit is annoying.
Judge a man based on his wealth and status.
Only if I could do the same for you.
Well, why do you think men don't typically judge women based on their wealth and status?
Because we look for loyalty. We look for someone that's supportive. We look for comfort. We look for somebody that listen to us. Women look for different things than we do.
Do you think people are only as loyal as their options?
This generation? Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And why do you think women will often give the advice to a man to just be yourself, or it's what's on the inside that counts, instead of advising a man to increase his wealth and status if that's what so many of them are attracted to?
Because they talking what they think you want to hear.
Okay.
And I'm going to certain females will tell you the truth and certain won't.
Would you prefer a woman who is completely honest with you, or a woman who tells you what you want to hear?
Tell me completely honest. I like the honesty because regardless, at the end of the day, if we bump heads or we fall out behind whatever it say, I can always respect you. I can always look at you and have respect, like you told me the truth, and I can always deal with that.
Okay, y'all. So that ends that video right here, bro. This dude right here, this dude right here was spin. I ain't gonna cut. But appreciate y'all for coming by. I don't know what just happened. I was just lost. But appreciate y'all for coming by, you feel me? Feel free to like, comment if you want, subscribe. You don't have to. But I would appreciate it. We will see you next video.
Because men suck.
How do they suck if they do all those
Dang.
things that we just talked about?
Because they don't do enough.